So this is a hybrid LG new model. This one is quite more advanced. The display board is on the door. It has two pumps, this and this. So this one is the drain pump that pumps water out through this drain hose, and then we have this that mixes water back to the drum. So this one mixes water back to the drum, and this is the drum. This is the heating duct, and then we have the two heating elements. So when the machine is powered, when you want to dry clothes, because this is a stroke dryer, this one heats up. They heat up. When they heat up, we have a fan in here. So what the fan does, the fan brings the hot air through this duct. So this gasket is always here. So it takes the hot air down through that into the drum, and then the drum is always in motion when it's drying. So when it's in motion, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, while the fan pumps hot air into the drum, and that's how it dries. And then we have got this pipe on the drum. So what happens, the gasket is always this way. So once it's done washing, water that sticks here, that stagnates here, goes through this hole here, and then through this hose, and then down there to the main drain hose. So this one is important so that water doesn't stagnate the gasket after a wash. Sensor. This is the pressure switch sensor. It goes direct down there to here. So the work of the pressure switch sensor is to determine the level of water in the drum, determines when to fill with the water and when to stop. Even if the machine wants to spin, this is very important. So it determines whether there is no water in the drum, the machine to spin, or there's still water in the drum. So this is the pressure switch sensor, very, very important. And then this is the dispenser, the dispenser housing. And then we have this, the main soap dispenser here. And then this one has 5 solenoid valves. Water comes direct here. And then to the dispenser, also this one to the dispenser. We have this one that goes to the dryer. It comes with these two suspensions. There's one spring there, the other spring at this side. Helps to balance the machine, because the machine should be suspended, so those help suspend the machine. And then it has the dampers. This is the damper, one damper, and then there's other one. Then the drum sits on the dampers, and then it's suspended by the 2 springs. Then down here we have the leakage sensor. So when there's a leakage here, this one clicks. Once it clicks, it sends communication to the motherboard. And this is the motherboard, the main motherboard. Sends communication to the motherboard that there is a leakage, so the machine will give a leakage error and it will stop. So if there is a leakage, the machine won't pump in more water, because if it does that, there will be an overflow, and when we have an overflow, the machine will blow. Sorry. And then this is the motor. It's a direct drive motor. The outside part is the rotor. The rotor, it's magnetic, and then in there we have the starter, which has coils, and then there's something down here on the starter that's called the Hall sensor that balances the magnets to the starter. And then down here we have the heating elements. So this one washes with hot water. So this one's heat up to give us hot water. So that's why we have 20, 30, 40 degrees up to 95 degrees wash. And then we have this. This is the thermistor. Without this, the machine won't wash. That determines the temperature, checks the temperature in the machine. Then we have this spring here that holds the gasket tight to the drum. So this one goes around the drum, the rubber gasket. Then it has the thermistor that determines the temperature for the heating duct, and then it has the power filter, so all the power that comes from the main socket. Then the machine has these two concrete blocks. There's one here, so one is here, the other one comes here. What they do, they stabilize the machine. So without these two, the machine won't be stable. And then it has the fully automatic door switch. You see this one is bigger. This one opens immediately the machine is done, or when you pause the machine, it opens immediately. The machine has this panel, also acts as a stabilizer. It's quite heavy.